An upset in the race for mayor of mid-Michigan's largest city. Dr. Karen Weaver ousted incumbent Dane Walling as Flint residents continue to search for answers to the city's water woes. TV5's Ronnie Duncan is live in Flint with the latest. Ronnie.
Well, thanks a lot, Sarah. You know, history was made, and the mayor-elect is Dr. Karen Weaver, and she is the first female mayor, as you just mentioned. However, when you talk about the voters, they had an opportunity to speak. Last night at, of course, her favorite spot, a lot of voters came out, and they were anticipating it. It was almost like a mile race, and she was a quarter miler. And so the first lap she came out, she was right with Dane Walling. Dane had the lead. Then all of a sudden, in the second and third lap, Karen began to sprint. And when she did, she won by a mini landslide. Karen Weaver, the mayor-elect of the city of Flint. And today, I talked to a few voters out there who are happy to hear that she is the #1 woman in charge. And this is what they had to say.
I voted for Karen Weaver.
I voted for Walling.
You voted for Walling?
Yeah.
Do you think water had a lot to do with the decision of yesterday?
Yes, probably.
Yeah, it probably does. You know, it's something that's been affecting this community a lot.
I am surprised. I think the water situation probably had something to do with it. But regardless of what happened there, we move forward, and we're all on the same team now, I hope.
We gave him a fair shot, and he just didn't come through, and I'm so glad that she's going to be our new mayor. We're going to see what she's going to do.
As you would imagine, some voters are very happy right now, but the happiest person in the world happens to be Dr. Karen Weaver. Congratulations, mayor-elect. But honestly, if the water woes were not there, do you really think you would have won this?
Well, you know what? When I got into this campaigning and in this race, I know we didn't have the degree of water woes that we ended up with, but I thought then that I was the best candidate for the job, and so that's why I got here. So who knows what would have happened.
Been a tremendous journey, Dr. Weaver, especially when you consider there used to be a pig in the race. Then there was, of course, the signature problem. Then the water woes, the lead. When you think of being a child psychologist, and that's what you have your degree in,
yes.
How about the psychological impact on young children dealing with the lead in the water or the high levels of lead that are in waters right now? No one has really talked about that, but you can professionally.
Yeah, and that's going to be a huge issue and a huge concern because we know lead damage is irreversible. So we're going to have those kids physically examined. They're going to have psychological examinations. So we know the degree that they've been impacted, and then services are going to have to be put in place. The other thing is, what does it do as far as you're a young child and you always question in the back of your mind, is this okay to drink now? You know, so there's that trust factor that we have to look at. But we also have to think about the psychological factor of the families of these children as well, because that's a huge burden that has been placed on them unnecessarily. And so they're going to have a lot of stress, and they're going to have to deal with what kinds of services does my child need? What do I have to do differently as a result of them having the lead poisoning that I wouldn't have to have done? So there's going to be a lot of anger there and sadness and frustration. So it's going to be psychological issues from the child up to the adults, the grandparents, all of that.
We're going to switch gears just a second. You've got a staff here who's been working around the clock. I know you're tired and exhausted. Saw your husband, he said, look, the race is over, let's go home. It's not that simple. It's a new job. Are you ready?
It's a new job. Yes, I'm ready. I'm excited, and I'm ready to get in there and start working. I really, really am. We went through all of this part to get to this point. And so that's what all of that hard work was for, to get to this point where we can actually get in there and start working.
Know my name, Karen Weaver? I think we do. She's the mayor-elect of the city of Flint, reporting live from Karen Weaver's headquarters, and they are packing up because she will be sworn in on Monday. They're moving to the big house. It's called City Hall. I'm Ronnie Duncan reporting live, WNEM TV5.
Thank you, Ronnie, for that report and for covering this. Stay tuned to TV5 for more on the ongoing situation in Flint.